With the WYATT SICK6 debuting on Monday Night Raw, June 17th of 2024, I decided to put them all in championship contention for 1 full year. And on the next week episode of Raw, we will get our first look at Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Lumis, which Howdy and the team of Gacy and Lumis would pick up their first win. But unfortunately, Eric Rowan would suffer his first loss to Ivar with the Team War Machine at ringside. Oh man, this is going to be a long year for this faction. Not only is the faction in championship contention for 1 full year, but there is also a challenge that they must complete. That challenge is that at least one member of the WYATT SICK6 must hold a championship by the end of the full calendar year. And if this challenge is not completed, well, we are going to break up this faction entirely. And that may be the case because on the week 1 episode of Raw in the month of July, we will see Nikki Cross manipulate Asuka into teaming up with her, but they will lose that match. Not only that, but Gacy and Lumis will also lose to the New Day in their rematch, while Eric Rowan would rebound from his loss last week and pick up a huge fatal 4-way victory. And with it now being the PLE Money in the Bank, we will only see Howdy compete on the show, but luckily in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which Uncle Howdy wins and is now Mr. Yeet in the Bank. What a huge win for this faction. Uncle Howdy already stacking up accolades for the group. And with Uncle Howdy now being Mr. Money in the Bank, he and Eric Rowan would be the only 2 members out of the faction to show up to next week episode of Raw, which unfortunately again, Rowan will lose to Ivar, but Howdy would cash in his briefcase to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. With Howdy now being the champ, he finished the rest of the month strong by going 2-0, and Gacy and Lumis would win their last match of the month against the Brawling Brutes. Just like that, Uncle Howdy already have the whole world in his hands, but we still haven't seen Nikki Cross since she manipulated Asuka. And with me saying that, we wouldn't see Cross as well as Rowan for the whole month of August, but instead we will see Gacy and Lumis, which would be locked into a rivalry with the current tag team champions, Awesome Truth, which they would sweep them for the whole month of August. And we will also see Uncle Howdy, which he would be on a roll until the PLE SummerSlam came around, which he lost his championship in a triple threat match to Drew McIntyre. Although Howdy's first reign as world champion came to an end early in the month of August, we would finally see Nikki Cross on week 1 episode of Raw in the month of September, when she is in a huge fatal 4-way main event match for the Women's World Championship. But unfortunately, she would not pick up the win. And with Cross not winning the Women's World Championship, the rest of the WYATT SICK6 will go on an up and down win-loss record for the rest of the month and will be left off TV all the way until November. We are literally at the middle point of the year, and Howdy is the only one to put accolades in for the faction. But let's go ahead and check the rankings for each member. So as you guys can see right here, we have Howdy at number 5, Eric Rowan at number 6, Lumis and Gacy at number 2, and Nikki Cross at number 4. And she is barely showing up. And with the WYATT SICK6 being gone for so long, they will finally make their return at the end of the month in November at Survivor Series in the main event in a War Game match against the New Day as well as Seth freaking Rollins, which they pick up the huge win. Not only that, but they will also go undefeated for the whole month of December, giving the faction a lot of momentum heading into the month of January as well as the new year 2025. And now with it being the new year as well as the month January, we will still see the group pick up wins after wins after wins and after wins. Also, we will see Rowan become the new IC champion at the Royal Rumble, as well as Howdy winning the whole 30-man Royal Rumble. And just like that, the whole world is back in their hands. And also, this could help the Wyatt family in the long run to complete today's challenge. But with me speaking so soon, the Raw after the Rumble, Rowan would lose his IC title back to Braun Breaker, and the WYATT SICK6 would go on their first losing streak for the whole month as well as the year. Well, at least Cross made it to the PLE Elimination Chamber, which is probably her only opportunity in today's video. And with it now being the month of March, we will only see Uncle Howdy for the month, which he only competes one time against Jey Uso, which he picks up the win. Yeah, the only hope is that Howdy wins at WrestleMania, because earlier this year he did win the Royal Rumble, and he do got a shot at WrestleMania for any championship title. But with 2K being so glitchy, Howdy would compete at WrestleMania and pick up the win in the main event against Drew McIntyre, but for no championship. What is going on? 2K's, so what? So Howdy have no championship match? And this is crazy. Like, this universe mode gotta get fixed. And with it now being the final 2 weeks before the challenge is over with, we would see Howdy pick up a win against the world champion Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. Yo, since 2K finessed Uncle Howdy out of his opportunity, I'm going to give him a world title shot on the last week of Raw of the month to most likely determine if the WYATT6 will disband. And the reason I said most likely is because the same night Howdy won the triple threat match is the same night that Dexter and Gacy will get their first opportunities at the Raw tag titles against their long rivals, The New Day. And unfortunately, The New Day did retain. So yeah, we are on the last week of Raw, and we are going to see if the WYATT6 will be split up. Hopefully that is not the case. And with Dexter and Gacy and Howdy only being the ones to show up for the faction on the last week of Raw before the challenge is up, we will see Dexter and Gacy win, however have no championship. So now the only hope is for Howdy to win the championship in the match he wasn't given to at WrestleMania against the champion Seth Rollins. Well, here goes nothing. And now with the WYATT6 future on the line, Howdy will pick up the huge win against Seth Rollins to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. So this means that the WYATT6 will continue on as a faction. And let me know in the comment section down below, would you like to see a part 2 to this? Anything you would like to see, just leave it in the comment section down below, and I will keep my eyes out for it. But anyways, Blix Action signing off, y'all. Peace.